Hello guys, welcome back. Yeah, today's we are going to be solve some problem like valid palindrome to some array sorted, then content with most factors like that. Before we start, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Shubham. Doing preparation for the top MNCs with you guys, and I'm recording the journey video. If you guys think this video going to be helpful for you, or you wanted to motivate me, just like and subscribe my channel and do share with your friends if you think so. If you are targeting for AWS, Amazon, Microsoft, PwC, Deloitte, or other top MNCs, so you must see this video, or you can plan like this. It's not something like you have to see my video. It's just something you have to be see the planning and plotting what I'm actually doing and what you have to do every day. So yeah, let's talk about this sheet. So I have prepared some sheets, Excel sheet which contain earlier asked questions and design pattern, then LLDs, then system design as you can see here, and then interview experience of the lot of people. Let's mine other person as well. So then if you are Java developer, then you must see this Java Spring Boot and DSA part over here. So you can prepared for all of these things. So as you know, we have a lot of competitions and a lot of tough competition in the market, so you have to be prepared for all of these things. Okay, so let's start with our first question, palindrome. Okay, so we'll check the question. What question says? Okay, questions. Lit code 125. Valid palindrome. A phrase is a palindrome if after converting the uppercase letter into the lowercase and removing all non-alphabet numeric characters. It reads same for forward and backward. Alphanumeric character includes letter and number. So let's see, you have given the string as a statement, and it contains the numeric as well as anything. So any characters, it contain comma, then double inverted comma, and blah blah blah. So you have to check whether it is palindrome or not. As you know the what does mean by palindrome, so I will explain you the what does mean by the palindrome. So let's see, if you have the string like a a, so in this case this string is palindrome. How it is palindrome? So it and last character should be same, and similarly up to the mid of the character. So let's consider another string. Let's see. uh, okay, so let's see the akasa. So now as you can see, so we are start with the a and we also end with the a. Okay, now we come with the second character of the string from start and from end. So you can see k is not same as the so we're going to be written, this is not an palindrome. So now similarly you wanted to be see in the in statement, you have to check whether the statement is palindrome or not. So how we're going to be see, so every time you have to remove the space and comma, and then uh, whatever we have rather than the character, so you have to be remove that, and you must convert that into the small letter. Basically you may get the uppercase and lowercase, so you have to map every time lowercase as well. So now you can do one thing, so iterate every character, each character, and check whether it is character alphabet or not. If it is alphabet character, then just add the in your string, and then map this like this. Let's see if you check then what they did. So actually converted a into the small letter and then removed the space. Now they have added the m, then a, and then n, like this. Now we don't want to check this comma and everything. Okay, so like this we can do. But now when you are doing iterating and converting the new thing, so you will require the time complexity something like big of n plus n. Actually this will be converted into the big of n only, but can we uh, big of n? Okay. But and about talking about the space complexity, we required the big of n. Why big of n? Because n is the length of the string basically. Why big of n? As you can see, we are converting this string into the new string, so that's why we required the space as well. That's why we need the space complexity is big of n. Okay, can we optimize this? Yes, definitely we can optimize this into the big of n, into the time complexity, basically big of n time complexity. How we're going to be do that? So let's think about that. So you can check the, let's see, if you start with your pointer from the a and this pointer from the a, we check it whether it is character is same or not. If same, then we'll increase our left pointer and reduce the time right pointer. But unfortunately you will not, got the space. So what you have to do, just loop your left pointer until you get the character. So now you loop and you remove this space and you reach over here m. Then you check with this m whether it is same or not. It's same. Then a, then n. Okay, and then we check the, we got left finder is comma and then space. We just introduce the looping and removing this space and comma. Just we reach a, then we check the a. Now we got also space. We just got reach the p. We also check p and compare. After this, you can see your pointer also got some space and alphanumeric character. So so to check everything, we have to loop and remove the these things. Okay, until we reach one particular character. So do that, we have to loop from both side and remove the um, numeric character or comma separated or something which is not the character alphabet. So how to do that? We can create the helper function. Okay, so we will, I think you got the idea we wanted to we do. So we'll start with the coding part. Let's start with the left pointer, then we'll just start with 0, then we'll do the right pointer. How we'll going to be define the right pointer? So we have the s string, this just it's with length. Okay, -1. Why -1? As you know, length is written just start with 1 to length basically. So and as we iterate array, so we start with 0. That's why we remove from the 1. Now what we are going to be do, we are looping through the entire string, and our condition will be the right as we decide. Our left pointer will always be going to be small because we wanted to reach the middle. Okay, now As I said, we have to remove all space and non-alphanumeric values. Okay, so what we are going to be do? We will loop until left is going to be right, and and our our character should be alphanumeric. So how we are going to be check this whether it is alphanumeric or not? Okay, is it alphanumeric or not? So we'll create the helper function per, and we're going to bypass the particular character as dot char at of left. So helper we are not creating, we'll create that later on. So what actually it means, so if you are getting the particular space and which not contain the um, alphanumerical or alphabet, so we will going to be increase our left pointer. Okay, similarly for the right pointer, and right, and just we are reducing the right. Why we are reducing? Because we are starting from the end. Okay, now after reducing, we have to check the, we have to check whether the we reach, suppose a character, we have to check whether it is same or not. So how we are going to be do? So as question said, we might receive the uppercase, we have to convert the uppercase into the lowercase and then map. So it's mean that we have to check that condition. So what we are going to be check, every time we have to convert into the lower character. So how we are going to do? Character dot to lower case and current character as dot char at of I. Sorry, left is equals to, is equals to or is not equals to character dot to lower case of s dot char at of right pointer. If it is not same, just we have to return false because it's not palindrome. Okay, so now after that we have to just increment by one. Our left point will increment and right pointer will decrement. Okay, this is the entire code for this. Okay, now after while we reach the mid and we our left pointer will, is greater than the right pointer, then it's mean that we got the um, palindrome. So we just return true because it's palindrome. Now we're going to be write the helper function private private, and as you can check, we are returning the boolean value, boolean helper, and we are getting the char of see. Now check the condition what we actually wanted to be checked. So I'm just writing this into the one. So basically your character, if your character is greater than or is equals to a, and basically and your character is s- is less than or is equals to z. What is it means? It means that it's contained between the capital A to capital Z. Then we are okay with that. Or our character should may contain between the small a and until the s- lower case of z. It's okay for us basically. And if it is contained, as you can see, we may consider the we may consider the numeric as well. So we have to take care of numeric as well. So if my c is greater than or is equals to 0 and c is less than or is equals to basically 9, so we have to just return this thing is will going to be return false. So how it is working, so basically this is mapping the condition of either our character contain this part going to be returned true else false. So we'll run this code. So it's mean they need the login basically. Wait a while, I will going to be login with the account. Okay. Okay, so we'll run this code and this will be going to be work basically. Boolean. What happened actually? Uh, is this correct? Yeah, it should public boolean. Oh, sorry. Actually, I wrote code in. Actually, this code I wrote in Java. So that's what the problem. So basically, this code will be run, and as you can see, it's pretty much now going to be run the our Java. Okay, so just we have to just remove this. Okay, they want okay. We are forget to add. Now we can submit this. As you can see, our solution is a pretty fast and memory consumption is also the small. Okay, so we'll start with the next question. To sum two is sorted. So basically, all of three question are the two pointers. So you have to think two pointer. So let's talk about the question. So what question say? Questions number is 167. Let code 167 and question state that uh, you have the one array which contain the sorted element. So let's see the 2, 7, 11 and 15 and you have to check target value 9 present in this array or not. So how are you going to be do that? So let's think the approach. As you can see, it's sorted basically. Let's take a one example. um, 1 2 3 4 and 5. It's sorted basically, and you have to find the value of 5. Let's see 6 to understand properly. Let's see, you wanted to find the 6. So and you have to find the pair basically, two elements. So now to check this, what you are going to in brute force approach, you just check, select the one, and you will map the entire all, whether the other value is present or not. Okay. So but but in this case, your time complexity will be big of n square. To optimize that, I will going to be explain the how to optimize the things, optimize the time complexity. So now what we are going to do, we will start with the two pointer. What it means, so you can see you have the target value is 6, and you are summing two values from start and end. Now we got the 6 basically. Okay. In base case, basically, your first attempt you are getting the answer. But unfortunately, if you are not get the answer, so what you are going to do? Your target value, if your target value is greater than this 6, let's see, your target value is 7. Your target value is 7. So what you will going to be do? You will going to be your, because it's sorted. It's mean that your target value is greater, then it's mean that your left pointer should be more than this, more than 1. So that's why we were going to be, our left pointer will be 2. Now check 5 plus 2, we receive the 7. Similarly, if your your sum is less than 7, okay, so what you are going to be do? Let's see, your sum is 6. Now you reach this position, this condition. Okay. Now you wanted to be checked. Now your current sum is 7. It means that you have to remove this from your and you need to get this summation. To that you have to find the minimum for this minimum to this element. So how are you going to do? You are going to shift this element over here. Now 2 plus 4 is 6. You are getting the answer. Similarly, you have to do in this problem. So we are going to be start this problem. Writing the code. How we are going to be write the code? Actually, it's pretty simple. You have to think the two pointer. First of all, you have to create the one pointer with integer with left is equals to 0. Then write the size of integer right is equals to your numbers dot length. Okay. Now you have to map the until the your left is lesser than your right. So while left is less than right, so we will going to be map until. Okay. Now our major role come into the here. Now your current value is, current left is equals to numbers, numbers, just copying numbers of left. Okay. And your current r is equals to right side numbers is your right. Okay. If your current left plus your current right is equals to your target value, it's mean that you got the answer and you got the peer. So you have to just return the that peer. So how are you going to be return that? Return int because it's integer type. So new int of array with left and right. Okay, this is the our condition, or what we can say, our ultimate goal to reach. But if not get, so what we are going to check, if our current left is greater, our sorry, current left plus your current right is greater than your target value. What does it mean? It's mean that you have to remove, you have to minimize you have to minimize the sum of these pair. So how are you going to do? So you have to just reduce the r, that's it. And if not, then you have to, it's not the condition, it's mean your current value is lesser than your target value. So it means that you have to find the bigger than left, current left is bigger. So now you have to just shift your pointer into left, and that's it. We are good to go, like, because we, after we iterate everything, we are going to be reached over there if we have received the this condition, fulfill this condition, then we will return this array. But in case we have not received anything, then we have to just return the empty array. So how are we going to do that? Just return new int, just an empty array. Okay, this is the code. I'm pretty simple. Just I'm going to be run this. Oh, why is this not? I just have to replace this. Okay, because this is not showing you are login, but we already just logged in. What happened? New int. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. We have to. It should be the number length minus one, because we're going to be out of bound. So what is the problem? And also they are, as they mention, index will be the from the one, so we have to just add the one over here, because they are calculating it's as an zero as a one and two basically. Now we are good to go. Then we are going to submit this, and it's pretty much uh, good, and it's running very well. Now let's talk about the content with the most water. Okay, this is a very pretty and very good question, and pretty standard. Lot of company asks, and it's interview. I'm just refreshing the things. Okay, so I'll not going to explain this theoretical part. Just read. So contain with most water. So as you can see the diagram, what does it mean? So it means that you have to find the two two elements which can contain the maximum water in this. Let's see, you can see this element height is 8 and this element height is 7. Now as you can check, it's contain the 49 uh, unit of water. Okay, so how it is? So this is the maximum height, so 7 into width of this two element, so it's 7 into 7. Okay, so we'll get the answer. So I will explain you what exactly the question said. Suppose if you have the block of 1 then 2, when then 1. Now you have to find the how much water you can store in this particular area. Okay, now start with these two things. Here you can't fill the water, because if you fill the water, water will going to be overflow from, because we don't have the any block over here. Now this, in this case, you have the 1 unit of height of this column, then how much pani you can store in this particular area is 1 unit. Okay, this is water now. Okay, sorry, this can be store the water. Okay, now similarly you can see this is a 2 unit, and we can store this unit water as well. Okay, now after this, we if we trying to add water, it will going to be overflow. Similarly, after 1 unit you are trying to be add water, it will going to be overflow. Now we have to calculate the total water we can store. It should be maximum. Okay, now in this case we are going to be store 2 unit of water. Okay, so similarly we have to solve this problem. As you can see, let's talk about this. If you are trying to add over here water, we are going to be just, we are going to be overflow this. Then in this case we are start with this and this, we are storing just 1 unit of water. Then similarly with 1 and 2, we are going to be 2 unit of water. Similarly 3, then 4, similarly 5, 5, because we have the minimum value is 1. Okay, similarly until the 7, 8 position. Now we are shifting our 1 pointer to over here. Now in this case we are starting with this, and next pointer is just 6. In this case we are storing the 6 unit of water, because we got the 6 unit as a maximum. Okay, similarly 7, and you can if you reach this position, you can store the 49, and we receive the maximum water. So brute force approach, you can loop 2, for loop, and then you can find the answer. But I'm in this case you are going to be we are going to be time complexity will be the big of n square. Then we have to optimize that, and I'm going to be optimize solve optimum way. Okay, so as I already said, we can solve this problem by 2 pointer. So how are we going to be solve this 2 pointer? As you can see, what actually we need, we need to maximum element from the left and right. Let's say if you can see the which element is maximum from the left side, whether one is maximum, no, but as of now it's maximum. We can consider one is maximum, and we have the 7. So what our maximum area would be 1 into the 8. Let's see 8. Now we reach, now we know this is maximum, so we are not going to be move this element from this. We are have to just shift this element to the we have to find the maximum of the left. So we'll just we'll just shift the left, our left pointer to the over. Then we reach the 8 position. Let's see 8 unit of water. Now we can see we can store the water is 49. Okay, now it's okay. Now as you can see, we have reached, our left pointer is 8, and our right pointer is 7. That's why we wanted to check whether our right pointer is more than 7. We check over here, no. We check over here, no. We check over here, we reach the same level of. Then we were going to be check whether our maximum area is more than what we have. No, then we are going to be move forward. Similarly, after up to the we reach our destination, condition is left is equals to right. Then we are just going to be return the maximum value. So It's pretty simple. You can understand the questions. Uh, okay, so now we'll start the our first thing. Our left will be the 0, and our right will be the height, height dot length minus 1. Okay, now we are the start position and input position. Okay, and now we need the maximum to store the maximum area. We can do the maximum area is equals to 0. Now we have to just loop while our left is less than our right. Okay, now we have to check. This is the condition basically, because every time before we shifting the things, we are calculating the area, whether area is maximum or not. So in this case you can see the what we our area will be like minimum of these two element into distance between two elements. Okay, so we are going to be just maximum area is equals to math.max. What we already have is max a comma. Now what we wanted to do, we wanted to find the minimum of two elements, so we were going to be math.mean in of our heights of heights of left pointer and height of right pointer. We sorry, right pointer. Okay, now we got the height of two, what we can say, two minimum height of two elements, and then we have to multiply that into the our distance. So how we going to be calculate this? By the this thing, right minus left. Okay, then we'll got the maximum area. If it is maximum, then we this will going to be replaced. Now after checking this, we have to move. Our if our height of our left pointer is height of left is lesser than height of right, we have to just shift our left pointer. Okay, else it means that our right pointer is lesser, then we have to just decrement the right, and that's it. And we have to just return our max area, max a. That's it. We are done. What happened? Height spelling mistake. Okay, as you can see, the we run successfully. We are submitting the questions. Yeah, as you can see, we are pretty much good. Yeah, that was the DSA questions. Talking about this theoretical question, you can check this on your Chat GPT, ask Chat GPT, and check how it is, and then learn these things, because we are running late. That's it from my side. I think you got the things, and if you are thinking this video going to be helpful and you wanted to be stay with my journey, just like and subscribe to my channel, and that's it. Thank you.